I have to do this because YouTuber things, but please do not send hate to anyone mentioned in this video, even if this whole thing seems really stupid. Do not harass the Woo Association, do not harass Free for All, don't harass To the Griffin, don't harass anyone else mentioned. Just don't harass. This is a deep dive on the website that is associated with the association and the con. If you'd like to see a more in-depth look at the persons involved, Labb Ratt's video is down in the description. Buckle up, kids. We're going on a road trip. I am in such a bad mood this morning, which has nothing to do with today's topic. I got socked in the face by my dog, so before recording this, I had to clean that up. So already starting on a low note and very pissed off note, so love that for us. Before we get into today's topic, I feel like I should just say this because I've had a few worried messages come through. Yes, New York got absolutely hammered with the storm last night. There was an actual tornado watch. Never seen one of those since I've moved here. But we live on a high enough floor that we were unaffected for the most part. The most I got was my plants got way more water than they were supposed to be and look like they're drowning right now, but that's about it. However, there were, as far as I can tell, 2 deaths in the city from people living in basement apartments that very aggressively flooded. The subways looked like a hellscape, and a couple of our friends who are bartenders spent their night fishing merch out of murky water and hauling buckets of nasty storm water out of their bars. So if you know anyone in New York that lives in a basement apartment or bartends in a kind of like basement situated bar, go check on them. We're fine, go check on them. With that out of the way, let's get on today's topic. One of the most cursed cons I think I've ever seen come out in my lifetime. I've seen some bad ones, but this one just takes the cake, if you will. So let's get into that. So, I gotta be honest, I've been kind of staying off of Twitter for the most part, so I sort of missed this thing in its inception. I don't really follow anyone that's associated with it or promoting it. I don't personally give a shit usually. If people want to make dumb cons, I just kind of ignore it. I'm like, okay, like I'm just not gonna go to that. Let's be real, I go to maybe 3 a year, and for the 2021 con season, I'm not going to any because I would rather go in 2022 when maybe more people have stopped taking ivermectin as a COVID solution. As a horse girl, real quick, don't do that. Please don't. It is a horse dewormer. It is not a COVID solution, and it will make you incredibly sick as it is not human safe. So please, stop stealing horses' medications. They're not for you. Even if you have a horse persona, don't do it. But I noticed a lot of people making a big fuss about promoting Harvest Moon Fur Fest. I think that I'll put a logo somewhere here. Over another con that was planned called Free for All. God, we love our puns, don't we? And it was backed by something called a Woo Association or something. I had never heard of these people, so I was like, what the fuck is this? So naturally I got very curious, and before reading anyone's tweet responses, I went in open-minded and with no bias, because I don't know what this thing is. I don't know why people were telling others to promote Harvest Moon over whatever the fuck this is, and so I wanted to go in fresh with an open mind and no bias, which didn't really help, if I'm being honest. It didn't. So, first things first, I went to their website, and I will be providing some screen grabs of the website here and there as I mention it. If noteworthy, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So, I'm on the page now for a Woo Association. It's got a pretty nifty 3D graphic of like a lion, I think, roaring or something. That looks cool. Alright, so far, style points decent. It looks pretty nice. So let's scroll down. Alright, so what they say they do is promote education, arts, community, culture. That sounds great. Cool, so what's the problem? They also support animals and charity, and they have a local charity appended, right? So far, it's pretty standard. Okay, we're seeing a lot of America flag crap associated with free for all. I have no problem with the American flag. It's a bit aggressive, but sure. Okay, another logo in May 27th to 29th, 2022. Standard? Okay, this is interesting though, but it says America's Anthro Convention, not furry. I have a feeling that's going to be relevant later, but you know what? Open mind, let's carry on. Let's see. All right, we have an explanation of what free-for-all is on the main page. Let's see what that is. Opportunity for all humans to enjoy anthropomorphic animals. Okay, isn't that what furry? Whatever, we'll keep reading. Sometimes we call them anthros. Okay. Let's keep reading. Let's not be judgy. Join us for a weekend of arts, culture, entertainment, games, and community. So a furry convention. Okay. You could have just called it that, but sure. Wherever you are, near or far, if you like animals and America. Oh. Okay, I see where this is going, but we're not going to judge. Let's continue. This is the Anthro Convention for you. This is America's Anthro Convention. I'm going to hold my thoughts. Okay. They have a counter. That's very nice. Okay, more info. Let's find out what this thing is. All right, so that takes us to the free-for-all page. Getting back to our roots. Interesting. So this convention's gonna go back to how we used to be Trekkies and nerdy and LGBTQIA, I'm assuming? Oh, we have a graphic. Oh, that's two Griffin. Okay. Alright, I've watched the graphic all the way through, featuring the infamous To the Griffin. Alright. Yeah, looks like there's planned, root thingy. Has 69 on it. Nice, I guess. Okay, let's scroll down and see what else we have. Okay, another timer. Proud to present a different kind of convention. Okay, I'm curious, how is this going to be different than what we already have? What's going to set this one apart? Let's scroll down, let's scroll down and find out. Okay, Free for All 2022, getting back to our roots. Play on words, very nice. All right, Tulsa. All right, I don't actually know which cons are in Oklahoma, so sure. Let's give them one. I see. So it's going to go from Los Angeles to Tulsa to Chicago. So far, this tells me nothing on what makes this different. Let's find out. Okay. Prepare for a classic road trip. How is this different? I don't get it yet. How is this different? Okay. All right. I'm suspecting this is where it's going to get into the territory that people were a little bit pissed off about. Let's see what our roots are, according to Free for All. Okay. They don't make things like they used to. This year we're celebrating Anthro by getting back to our roots, where it all started, a love for animals. Sure, technically correct, but you're missing a whole lot about where we actually started as, Trekkies, and there were lots of gay people. I'm assuming the gays are probably not going to be included in this definition, or people of color are probably not going to be included in this definition, or politics and how people's politics impact the fandom are probably not going to be mentioned in this. And I'm also going to go ahead and guess that we're just going to be taking the approach of there weren't as many cancelings back then because we were so small, and the raw numbers of people that were shitty kind of made it hard to cancel people, because that was it was a whole thing. There's a really good tweet thread that I retweeted that you should go check out. I'm gonna put a little screenshot of it here. I have a suspicion that there's gonna be a lot left out of this definition, but let's not go in bias. Let's keep an open mind. Let's see what they think it started as. Oh boy. Whether you come from near or far, Chicago or the LA side, join us on a road trip to the American heartland along the Mother Road, Route 66, for America's Anthro Convention in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and don't forget to take that left turn at Albuquerque. So we're just not gonna elaborate on what we think, where it started. No? Okay. Alright, there's a cute little hand-drawn thingy on the side. Decent, nice, whatever. I don't really judge graphics at cons because I'm not an artist, but oh, here we go. Flapping his beak more than his wings. We're gonna be talking to Griffin, aren't we? Oh god, okay. Originally an Oklahoma native. Okay, so then that makes sense why they would tap him for this, technically. Though I can't imagine why this was the choice, although hang on, now I can. Let's see what they say about him. 2, the Ranting Griffin will be returning to his roots in Oklahoma at Free for All 2022 to provide you with evenings of comedy and his trademark rants. So, does that mean we're getting to the Griffin who just hyperbolically ranted and made story times that were like not great in my opinion, but not like spicy or edgy or punching low for the sake of punching low? Or is this like the old story times where he just talks about like, I forget what his old ones were like, but they were just hyperbolic story times that were otherwise not great, but not remotely as harmful as some of his newer shit? Is that what we're getting? Let's see if they explain that. Be sure not to miss out on a chance to meet and greet this community icon and attend a rare opportunity for one of his live shows. Wait, what? Rare opportunity? He has a YouTube. You can watch that shit anytime. Whatever. Pre-register for free-for-all today. Okay, didn't really go into much. Yeah, additional exclusive events. Oh, I see. So, if you add premium add-ons, you can see more of 2 Griffin. Although I'm not sure why you would when you can just watch them on YouTube for free, but okay, sure. Oh, okay, now they expand. Alright. 2 the Ranting Griffin, his legal name, which I'm not gonna say, because I'm not an asshole, and I also don't want to get sued, crawled out from under a rock somewhere in the northwest Arkansas area in the middle of 1972. Wow, I didn't know he was that old. Okay. With a Christian family. Here, now we're starting it. Nothing wrong with having a Christian family, but on this website I have a feeling this is going to play into something. He was always encouraged to be inspired by his intelligence and use his passion upon which to focus his life. Okay, is this just a love song to 2? Like, sure, but wait, isn't he the one who did the whole anthro? Oh, I know where this is going. After an experiment in music turned to vocal rant recordings published online, Jew was asked to perform comedy shows at new and growing fictional-based fandoms, the furries. Oh, we're gonna demonize furries and separate them from anthros here, aren't we? Okay, sure, let's go. And within this fandom, and soon independently, he had performed live headline comedy shows? Where? Which ones? I'm not like dissing, I just don't know of them. This is the first time I'm hearing of actual headline shows, so if that's true, which ones? In the comments if you happen to know, because I don't. Having gained an appreciation for comedic discussion of culture, politics, and occasionally fart jokes, his comedic career in live comedy extended nearly 20 years. Okay, hang on though. Hang on. If this con is trying to brand itself as like the OGs where we didn't fight over politics, why mention that he had political stints in his shows? Aren't we trying not to have politics and like talk about people's politics at this particular con? Or are only some politics allowed? Oh wait, there's more. Unfortunately in 2016, here it is. His excursion in comedy was considered cancelled after being accused of being a homophobic, transphobic, misogynist, racist, and word that I'm probably not going to say just because I'm sure YouTube will slam me for it, but it's on the website, you can read it. For the unusual sin of publicly declaring a belief and passion for the concept of free speech. Oh no, if this is your guest of honor, that tells me so much about this con. I'm not attending this. Oh god, part of me wants to like just attend it to document what the fuck it is, but I also don't want to give these people money, but ugh, damn. Since that time, 2 has continued to entertain his audience with a YouTube channel. See, you don't have to pay for this con. If you want to see why he was canceled, just go to his YouTube and watch it. It's free. I think I've made my point on the fact that AdSense really isn't going to pay any of us out, so you're not really going to be lining his pockets by watching a old show. You don't have to pay for this to see 2. He's on YouTube. Comedy segments. Oh, he does video games now. Oh, okay, that's new. I wasn't aware of that one. Cool, so that's their biopic on 2. Their guest of honor. Oh no! Okay, we're gonna keep scrolling. What is an anthro convention? Finally! They're actually gonna explain it. Finally! We are halfway down the page and they finally explain what they mean by anthro convention. Although they didn't put a background on this and it's clipping over some of the art, so it's a little hard to read. So I'm gonna do my best. Alright, a celebration of all things furry. What the fuck are you calling an anthro? Whatever. An anthro convention is a popular culture convention. You could have just said pop culture, but okay. Except instead of being themed around comics or anime, anthro conventions are themed around animals. So are furry conventions. What the fuck? Do you enjoy mascots or cartoon animals? Then this is where you belong. I have a feeling this is not where you belong, but that's personal opinion, personal bias. I'm gonna keep that out. Alright, an anthro convention is an occasion for anthro enthusiasts across the country to meet for a celebration of anthro arts, culture, and entertainment, and community. Oh, I misread that. That's not their typo. Okay. Expect vending, games, dancing, and many new friends to meet. Like 2 Griffin. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? We are gonna give this a full look through. We're gonna give a full look through on this whole thing, and then I will save my opinions as best I can till the end. But so far, we're not starting great. All right, let's see what their registration pricing is at currently. Typically, I'm used to seeing like 40 to 50 to 60 bucks, depending on location. That's what I'm guessing standard tier is going to be. As far as the premiums, I have never paid it, so I don't know, but we're going to find out. All right, so pre-registration pricing. Standard, $40. Okay, that's about what I'd expect. Let's see what comes with it. A badge, access to all non-premium events, and available at the door for $50. That's pretty standard. That's what I would expect. Okay, let's see the extra option. Premium add-on for dedicated attendees. Get swag and extra perks. Free lanyard. Wait, you don't get the lanyard with the badge? What? Wait. What are you supposed to put your badge on, or do you have to bring your own? Okay, that's weird, but sure. Poster, standard. Premium event admission live gaming session with you get to play video games with 2 Griffin. Okay, sure. T-shirt, all right. Only available through pre-reg. Interesting. Why wouldn't you be able to buy it at the con? Like, what if you got there and were like, oh, you know what, fuck this line, I really want to upgrade. You can't do it there? That's odd, but what do I know? I don't run cons. All right, let's see what the Guest of Honor VIP fancy schmancy gets you. Oh, I forgot to mention that that one step up is $50 with a little plus mark on it. So I don't know if it's actually 50. There might be a little more tacked on, but it seems to be 50. So this is the $90 VIP one. Meet the infamous I'm sorry, my camera's having a bad day today. I think where we left off was the $90 badges. We're just gonna start again. Let's see, you can meet 2 Griffin. You get admission to story time with 2 Griffin and free for all staff. Okay, so there's a private show for the staff that you get to do. Interesting. Free dinner with him, that's pretty standard with Guest of Honor stuff. Like you eat with the Guest of Honor, sure. Special catered dinner in this event is included. Oh, it's free dinner. Fancy. For $90? That's it. Okay, sure. Okay, so what I'm seeing initially is there's 2 pluses by the extra fluff, which is $50, and just gets you the lanyard and t-shirt, I guess. Which I understand the t-shirt not being like free, but the lanyard? That's weird, but okay. And then the VIP is like $90. This is a little cheaper than I'm used to seeing. Usually at other cons that are bigger and more established, there's a lot of tiers. Like you can go like gold, silver, and they can get you up to like $200-$300. So for an infant con, this seems pretty fair price-wise. Again, I'm not being biased here. I'm actually going to look through everything and save my opinions for the end. But price-wise, okay. This doesn't mention what hotels are nearby yet, or about what that's going to run you yet. I don't know if there's going to be a lottery system. That hasn't been mentioned yet, but let's carry on and see if they get into that. All right, last date pre-reg is that. Don't get stuck without a place to stay. Always plan your sleep stops before 4, That includes your final destination. Your experience won't be complete without a room. Okay, they do have venue information at the end of the page. All right, let's see what venues they have. I'm curious. Oh, that's a cute little video they have. Interesting. All right, they have a cutesy little video with a bunch of furries that I'm not being mean, I promise. I have never seen before. All right, Marriott. Okay, so it's Marriott, standard for furries. I'm used to seeing Sheraton's, Marriotts, that kind of thing. So there's a Marriott, and that's about $115 a night. Okay, that's a lot cheaper than I'm used to seeing, but okay. Little blurb on Tulsa, neat, fancy. Okay, so that's where the airport is. Cool. And there's a picture of the Marriott. Neat. Picture of a group of furries that I don't recognize at all, but okay, sure. That's on me. I don't know everybody in this fandom, sure. Okay, and they've got a nice little slideshow with the features. That's in a little map and the contact. Okay, this is standard. I would expect to see this on any site. How do you get there? How much did it cost? What does it look like? The little video is a nice touch. Okay, sure. Alright, now there's a couple of drop downs on here. One's about a woo, one is free for all drop down. I think I'm gonna start at this drop down. Okay, so they've got schedule, game room, panels, how can I help, blah 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 blah. I want to look at the schedule first. There's nothing there. Okay, fine. It's a baby con. I'm not expecting that to be fully filled out. Venue. That just takes me to the hotel page. Alright, arts and vending. Okay, vendor application. Their charity is Safari Sanctuary. It's an animal one. Nothing surprising there. That seems pretty normal. Okay. The one thing I'm noticing is the art all seems to be one artist, but I don't know who this artist is. Hang on, is it credited anywhere on this site? Let's look. Because I'm not seeing, yeah, it's just giving me locations for some of this art, but I don't see an artist credit anywhere on here. So I don't know who drew this. Yeah, I don't know who animated this free-for-all, and I don't know who drew this. So that's a point deduction for me, because if theoretically I liked this art, I want to support this artist, I don't know how to do that. So that's a ding for me. Stage events is another one. Okay, interesting. It's very red, white, and blue. Get your suit on and show us how you can dance. Oh, so this is the dancey thing. They have a dance. Interesting. I don't know if they're gonna get to dance or DJ, but you know what? I'm sure there's someone that this will appeal to. All right, you need DJs, get on stage. Again, with the art that is not credited, so I don't know who drew this. Okay, there is a DJ application and a dance contest entry. I will say one positive for this site is it's very easy to navigate. I've had a couple of sites I've gone onto that are a little hard, but like, you know what? Design is kind of objective. I like things that are easy to navigate. So this is easy to navigate. I will give them that brownie point. Whether that's gonna change my opinion of them, we'll see. Game room. Let's see what's in this. Another piece of art that isn't credited, so I still don't know who drew this. Maybe on one of the pages we'll find it. All right, feature drop-in game room. Yep, that's standard. No, you don't need to. All right, that's cute. Whatever. Panels. Another piece of art not credited. This is driving me crazy. Who the fuck drew all this? Informational meet and greets. Blah blah blah. Panel application. That's standard. Seen that a bazillion times. How can I help? All right. This is like the FAQs of what the fuck do I do at a convention? Pre-reg early. Yeah, book your hotel room. Sure. Invite your friends. Meet. Share on social media. Sure. Participate in events. Consider joining a woo association. Wait, what? Oh, that's weird. Alright, volunteer, normal, port, or vend. Financial contribution. Yeah, that's normal. Oh, that's PayPal. That's interesting. I'm not used to PayPal being accepted for many of these, but then again, I usually don't donate to the charity through the convention. I do it separately on my own so I can keep the stuff for tax purposes, so I know where my money's going. That's just me, I'm weird. I always, if I'm gonna donate to a charity associated with a con, I'm gonna donate directly to the charity. I am not going to do it through the con. That's my preference, personally, but do you? Okay, wait, but what the fuck is this? Huh, I'm gonna, anything else? Alright, we're gonna get back to that. That one's odd. Alright, attendance policy. This is where I've heard it gets interesting. Alright, primary purpose is for our attendees to have fun. To that end, we've established these rules to ensure that everyone enjoys their time. Okay. What are then their rules? We don't want to have to enforce rules. Great follow-up. Okay, you're gonna have to. All right, let's see what the base rules are. All attendees must be 18 or older. Interesting. So this is not a kiddos con. Okay, I'm okay with that. I honestly think more cons should do that if they don't have the resources to, offer child-friendly spaces or, put on a con that is child-friendly. If you don't think you can and you want to keep it to 18 plus, I think that is smart. Again, we'll see how this con manages that. Receive your badge, required to present a single government-issued ID, clearly states their full name, and yeah. That's standard. You can do photo ID, driver's license, military ID, passport. Normal, seen that a bazillion times, sure. Must wear their official convention badge at all times, sure. Must be shown upon request, sure. Can alter your badge, sure. Whatever. Seen this a bazillion times, cool. Reg fees are non-refundable. That's interesting. Okay. And it's a woo association that is technically doing all the money stuff. Interesting. Behavior, here we go. This one's always fun for me. I love reading through the behavior of rules. I love seeing what are no-nos in different countries, cons, etc. So let's see what the American Anthro Convention considers big honkin' no-nos. The following behaviors are prohibited in any public area. What do we got? Public displays of affection more extreme than hugging or back scratching? Wait, what? Wait, so you mean if, me, a newly happily engaged person, wanted to kiss my future husband, that's a no-no? I'm gonna need some clarity on that, because all they say is similar, and that doesn't tell me a lot. Excessively loud volumes. Use of portable speakers. Okay, that's weird. Being disrespectful of hotel staff or damaged hotel property. Yup, seen that a bazillion times, sure. Sleeping? You're not allowed to sleep in public area? Okay, sure, I guess you have to take that back to him. Weird to call that one out, but alright. Consumption of alcoholic beverages anywhere other than hotel-approved areas. Sure, no one's gonna follow that. We know this. Display of any adult-themed subject matter, and it doesn't have a time restriction. Huh, I'm getting a burned furs tingle in my noggin right now. Okay. Running, skateboarding, or use of hoverboards or wheeled footwear or similar. No, we can't wear Heelys at the con? Okay, sure. Odd. Operating drones. I mean, that one I can't really ding. That's kind of on the hotel. If the hotel's not comfy with that, I get it, sure. Throwing objects. So at your all-American con, I can't throw a pigskin? That's weird. Selling goods or services outside of commerce areas. Yeah, sure. Be respectful of all attendees and courteous to people around you. No harassment, verbal, sexual, blah, blah, blah. Sure. Yeah, if you do the thing, no more badgie, bye-bye. Sure. I am noticing so far there is no mandate for max or vaccination status or accommodations for those who are physically disabled. I'm not seeing that. So theoretically, one of the people I happen to know uses a wheelchair. So far, I haven't seen any mention of accommodation for wheelchairs, scooters, or anything that would help with maybe movement issues, like if you need to use a walker or you need to use a wheelchair. I don't see any mention of it. That doesn't mean that it's not accommodated, but if I was potentially someone in a wheelchair, I don't really see anything that would tell me if I was allowed to use that or not. There's just a lot of you can't do this, and not a lot of you are encouraged to do this. One of the things that some concerts do is they're like, things you can do, dance with your friends and have a good time. Things you can't do, drugs. But like, this one's just a lot of not like no's, and the weirdest one to me is public displays of affection and adult themed gear. I don't think I've ever been to a con where it's not child friendly, like it's 18 plus, and they've expressly been like, none. Then again, maybe it's in Europe. I've seen some European ones get very particular about that, but I haven't seen no kissing, and that's weird. Maybe kissing is loud and they just didn't write it correctly. I don't know. All right, media. Unauthorized commercial photography or video coverage is prohibited. May be freely used for personal non-profit What? You can't even film? So if you're a YouTuber, you can't even film this event without a press pass, even if it's just you just whipping around a GoPro? That needs to be more clearly laid out. Dress code? I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? There's a dress code? Any attire worn in the hotel's public area must maintain a PG-13 rating, regardless of the age of attendees? Oh boy. I have a nasty feeling about this. Oh no. Appropriate undergarments must be worn under bodysuits, dance belts, any attire which allows for the features of a person's genitalia to be viewed is not permitted. So that takes boob suits out, for sure. That takes bulges out. But how are they going to enforce this? What if you're a very breasticled woman and your suit, despite your best efforts, does not hide the fact that you're a very breasticled woman? Do you have to tape the tits down? That needs to be more clearly explained. I'm sorry. Someone that does have the boobies. I would need to know for sure, like, does that mean I need to wear a t-shirt because I have boobicles, or is it okay because I have a sports bra underneath? Like, I would need that more clearly explained. Okay. No weapons, sure. All fake or piece-bonded props for use as part of a costume must be approved. So you can't even bring props unless they approve it? Odd. Here it is. Wearing sexual paraphernalia or fetish gear is prohibited in public areas. All the time. Paraphernalia rules may apply during certain events in a clearly marked area, so you cannot be kinky unless it's in the kinky zone at a certain time and spot. Or in your room. Let's be real. You can always do it in your room. Unless you're not allowed to do it in your room, which would be very fucking weird, but sure. This is an opportunity to show the world the best side of the anthro fandom. So this is cleaning up the fandom for the general public, so see, we're not deviants. Whatever, it's their con, their rules. If they want to have a manicured white picket fence of a con with none of the sexy furs out, you know what, that's their call, whatever. Venue rules and local laws. Okay, so yeah. COVID-19, here we go. Perfect. Wow, that's a short section. What? The fuck? That is so short. All attendees and staff are required to follow all local ordinances and all rules put in place by the venue. Please consult your personal physician about the best way to protect yourself and your health while attending. Oh, you said local ordinances, and then you don't list any local hang on, is it here? No. The fuck? There is no mention of what the local ordinance is. So as a potential attendee, I'm not going, but as a potential attendee, I have to Google what the state laws involving COVID-19 are in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You aren't going to give us a summarized, yes, you have to wear masks, yes, you have to get tested, or yes, this, yes. You're not even going to tell anyone? What if, theoretically, someone from like Germany wanted to fly in and does not intimately know every law in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You're not even going to give them a Cliff Notes? Come on, BLFC gave an actual explanation for all of the ordinances, and you can't even give a couple? Oh, that makes me angry. Makes me really angry. Oh, there's an appeals section. That's weird. Seeks to make its staff available to its attendees. Staff of wearing special badges, lanyards, and or branded polos? You're wearing polo shirts? Ew. Just wear a t-shirt. They cost less. To indicate their status. Oh, status. Whatever. I'm not going to judge them for that. If you have a problem, alert staff. We'll make every attempt to be fair, lenient, and understanding in case of infractions. If you feel that you have been treated unfairly by a woo staff... Oh, hang on. Is it free-for-all staff, or is it a woo staff? I'm really confused. Is this free-for-all or a woo association con? Because you're not making it super clear. I'm not sure if I should call you a woo staff or free-for-all staff, because you've been flip-flopping it a little bit. Just saying, clean that up. Info desk, blah, blah, blah. And all of your emails are a woo association. So, as a new con attendee, I'm not going. I would be a bit confused by this. Am I emailing a woo or free-for-all? Or are they the same thing? Or what would have saved you this whole mess if you said free-for-all brought to you by a woo? Because then people are like, oh, it is a woo association, but this is the name of the event. But whatever. The branding specialist in me is wanting to scream, but that's fine. Blah, 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 indemnify, hold the, okay, yep, there's the, we are not going to sue you, we're not going to sue you, we're not going to sue you bullshit, cool. All rules are superseded by venue rules and local laws, of which you list not very many, so I have to Google it. Hang on, let's see. So, theoretically, if I wanted to attend this, right, I would have to Google Tulsa, Oklahoma, COVID restrictions. Oh god, I lost my mouse. There we go. What are the restrictions? There we go. cityoftulsa.org. COVID-19 Resource Center. How long would it have taken you to link this shit for attendees? 2 minutes. So what is the actual thing? This is as of August 30th. This is the most up to date. Okay. This frustrates me. If you're a con and there's a fucking pandemic, maybe list the local shit or link out to it if you don't have the time. Either of those options makes sense. Making your con attendees fucking Google it is stupid, but whatever. COVID, okay, so they're working to get testing resources, cool. Required to follow guidelines and recommendations. Right. It is recommended that you get the vaccine, so it doesn't say you have to. Stay home if you're sick, wash your hands, blah, 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 blah. Where is the actual, as it stands, shit you have to do? God, even this doesn't have it clearly. No wonder they don't have it clearly laid out, because even fucking Tulsa doesn't have it laid out clearly. Okay. Currently an area of severe red. Oh, wow, so they're in the thick of it. That's not great. So this is for next year, obviously. But so far, strongly encourage is a word I'm seeing a lot of. Strongly encourage. Okay, so from what I can tell from that Google hell, which this shit should have been linked, is that you are strongly encouraged to wear a mask and get the vaccine, but from what I can tell, you do not have to. How long would it have taken for them to fucking link this? Whatever, we're not judging till the end. Okay, so the last thing I have here that I have a question on from the How Can I Help is the Woo Association thing. Why would I be joining an association? So let's figure out what the fuck this association is. Alright, more information. What is this? Welcome to the Woo Association. This group operates primarily out of eastern Oklahoma and the surrounding areas, but is open to anyone who would like to attend our events, volunteer, help them out, blah, blah, blah. Non-partisan and supports no political causes. There it is! They have danced around this subject the whole fucking time. There it is. We don't want politics. We don't want woo politics at our con. There it is. Okay. Now I know who's throwing this con. Mind you, I have not looked into who is running this con at all, but that tells me immediately who's at the forefront of it. I try really hard not to look at any of the tweets from people promoting it because I didn't want to spoil myself. Now I have a really good idea of who it is. Got it. Build a community and host events that are welcoming and enjoyable to all, regardless of background. All species, welcome, drama llamas accepted. Aha! They don't want snowflakes. Yep, there it is. Okay. All right. What does continue do? They It gives you another fucking page before you can even sign up. I'm not signing up. I just want to see what would happen. This isn't the cool kids table. Oh my god, just print fuck populars in big text and be done with it. Jesus. We believe the furry fandom is supposed to be one of the most loving and accepting communities in the world, and lead by example. The association is open to any friends who love our Oklahoma furry community but cannot abide by harassment, intimidation, lies, and ostracization. Oh, wow. Somebody got a little personally offended there. However, in age when the popular thing to do is to bully and cancel others. Oh, wow, okay. This sometimes makes us unpopular. Please consider that being a part of this organization may bring some social stigma. Just print furry raiders, here we are, in big fucking letters, why don't ya? But yeah, show kindness, whatever. If you understand this and wish to continue, please click for the application. I am not clicking for that application. There's also a separate thing that says About a Woo. About us. I have a feeling this is where it gets very, very interesting. Okay, so we have a nice little design here with like some movie letters. That's cool. Who we are. Oh, that is a weird design mistake. The little gray dog bounces back and forth if you scroll. I don't think that's supposed to happen. That's a design thing. I'm not gonna judge on that. I can't fucking design. Okay, I got a fancy little badge. Cool. Small social group of furries founded in Tulsa. We are not just a chat room. We are a community, a non-profit. Oh, they're a non-profit. They're actually 501c3. Okay. So you got your... Assume you have your documents together for all that shit. I would assume, otherwise you wouldn't put it on your website. Though we are largely made up of those that are particular to the furry fandom, our roots stem from our common desire to build a community celebrating anthro arts and culture. Aha! So the OG community you are a part of are the ones who were ostracized. Got it. I don't like to make assumptions. However, I have a feeling that a bulk of you were Trump supporters that really didn't like getting called out. It's just a guess. Not making an assumption, I'm just guessing. Organization is non-partisan and supports no political or religious causes. We know. Our mission is to build a community, blah, blah, blah. Drama llamas excluded. There it is again. What we do. Oh god, and the weird lion thing bounces too. Is that a design choice? That's strange. And again, running theme, artist is not credited anywhere on the site. And now I'm starting to understand why the art is not credited anywhere on the site. It's because the artist probably didn't want to get cancelled for making the art or be fraught with social stigma from the drama llamas such as myself. Even though I'm giving them a pretty fair take of going through all of their shit before I hold an opinion. But okay. More than just convention, blah, blah, blah. Associates, volunteering, host gatherings. We still consider the core of who we are, relatively small, open to the public. Please join us in donating. Cool. That's just a basic. Again, I don't know who did any of this stuff. Where we are, there's a map. Neat. There's a contacts page. Okay, and there's another piece of art where none of this... At no point did you tell me who's running this and who's doing your art, but now I understand why you don't want to get canceled. Fair. Alright. Our charity. God, this poor charity. Safari Sanctuary. Okay, 200 animals. Our signature Zoo to You program. I know, okay, I can't knock the charity for this. There's no way they could have known the implication of that. I would strongly suggest someone from a Woo Association or mayhaps someone who knows that charity. Maybe encourage them to change that branding, because that sounds like a zoophile mailing service, not a charity thing. Maybe change that up a bit. That's not great. I'm sure that's not what they do, but it doesn't sound right, so I want to fix that. Charity events, COVID creature feature, online auction. What the? Whoa. You're just gonna list this and not explain it? Okay, hi. Putting hand up. Woo Association, do you want to put a blurb about what that was? Because that has some connotations. You might want to explain what that event was, because it can be, the drama llamas might take it out of context unless you provide some and you haven't, so put some context there, because it's not clear. And if you do not want the drama llamas, that is one good place where you might want to add some context to not give the drama llamas, such as myself, more ammunition. So fix the Zoo to You thing, because that comes off bad, and actually add context here, because that could be misread. Pointers. Alright, so I think I've gone through damn near all the thing. There is an other events thing. Yeah, these are just local event things. I'm not gonna judge these. Like, it's their local community. I can't really be a butthead. This is just them going to the movies and shit. Whatever. Oh, I think we made it through the entire site. Oh, wait, what is... Oh, it's just the register button. Alright, we made through the whole thing. God, I need a drink after that. So, what are my thoughts? On the positives, which there are few, this does look like the website had some thought put behind it. Yes, the prices make sense. The venue page that shows you like where the hotel is and how to book it is pretty damn clean. This is just another furry con. From that perspective, that's all that was done well. Good site, prices fine, good venue page to show people where shit is and how much it costs and what they can expect in the room. That, great. Let's get into the negatives. So from the top, the first thing I noticed while going through every single page available associated with this association and con, the biggest one, there are a lot of typos. A lot. I caught a lot of them. I didn't mention them here out of respect, to be polite, because I'm sure this was thrown together in a rush. It does give me that sense. So if you are watching this, though, why the fuck would you? I'm a drama llama. If you're watching this, please go proofread your shit. Please. If you're trying to be professional, please proofread your shit. There's a lot of typos in there, like a lot of missing commas, things spelled wrong, or just grammatical errors. Just go through and fix it. If you're gonna be professional, fix your shit. Okay, that aside, that being like the easiest one to pick on, some things that were strange. It is your con. You can do whatever the fuck you want. So I'm not judging you on your choice of guest of honor, which I personally would have chosen, but I get it. You're located in Tulsa, there in Tulsa. Sure. If you want to be taken seriously as a con, there's a few things in there that are just going to make you a punching bag. First of all, I know you're mad that you got canceled. You don't need to put it in so many places on your website. You don't need a two-step process for applications. If you just ask for people's shit and you scan their social media, you should get a good sense of whether they're a fit for your con or not. You do not have to hit people over the head with ooh, no politics, no drama llamas. Leave us alone, pop you furs. We're the good guys. All of these drama llamas want to cancel us for having opinions. Free speech. Stop it. If you're in any way trying to look professional, this is not how you do it. But given who you've picked as a speaker, and given who I have to assume has tweeted this, I would bet Peace Wolf has, I now understand why that language is in there. Because you guys just love to complain about being canceled for shit that you claim the OG fandom did not. You want to know why the OG fandom in a lot of cases didn't? And again, this tweet thread gets into it in better ways than I can. At the time, we were a pretty small fandom, and we let too much slide. If you want to go back to the good old days of, like, zoos being able to willingly talk about the really fucked up shit that they did in con space with people not feeling comfortable enough to do anything about it because we were so fucking small, or, pedos finding their way into con spaces because they were buddy with the people running them, and it was so fucking small you couldn't really do much until like actual legal action had occurred, like jail time. Is that the good old days you want? And it seems like your attendance of the good old days of the cons and the fandom are very different from what they actually were. If we're talking like way back, saying no fetish gear is a little strange considering there was a lot of it at some of the original cons. Or if you're talking about the burned furs movement, honestly, Google it, I'm not going to explain it, then okay, I can kind of see you mean the good old days of people trying to chase kink out of furry for the umpteenth time to be palatable by general society. I think you know my stance on that because I do a educational series on kinks in the community, so we're at odds on that, but sure. But yeah, you might want to rethink that because that's not the OG fandom. It might be the OG burned furs section of the fandom, but that's not the OG fandom. Rethink that, workshop that a bit. The biggest knock I have is if you are going to be an event happening in the next 3 years, and you make multiple mentions of the local laws regarding COVID-19 being a factor on how attendees are supposed to attend the con linked to the goddamn page. I went out of my way to Google it so I could figure out where it was, and if you want, I can link it to you if you don't know where that is, con. I'm not attending. I'm not. But if you want to actually link the site that has all of the updates on it, I can happily email you that, since you guys didn't seem to be able to find it on your own. That being said, your very strange puritanical rules are bizarre. If there's going to be any mention of like genitalia and covering it, please understand that some con attendees may have very different bodies, so actually explaining what you mean by that in more detail would definitely help. Do your con attendees have boobicles? Are the boobicles a problem in which I would have to put a t-shirt over my suit, or I can't wear a shirt? Are we going by the business rule where it's like, you know, it has to be just above the collarbone, or it's too sexy, or are v-necks allowed, or can the v-neck only be this high? If you're gonna enforce a dress code a la private school, you gotta be more clear, because right now it's really fucking unclear. Additionally, and I think the biggest mistake for this whole thing is, credit your goddamn artist! Who did the art? I know you probably didn't because you didn't want them getting canceled by the drama llamas, but credit your artist! What if I actually liked the art and I wanted to commission that artist? I don't. But what if I did? There's no way for me to do that. That's not going to inspire some of your puritanical art furries that might actually want to attend this event to actually sign up for anything. Also, be way more clear on how the media is done, because that's, yeah, if you're gonna get any, YouTubers, I'm sure you're not gonna want them. If you get any YouTubers, you gotta be way more clear on the videotaping thing. If it's because of a state law, list that fucking law. If it's because of a hotel rule, list that fucking rule. Like, make it more clear, because if you get any YouTubers, I would feel really bad if they tried to, blog, or vlog, I guess is now what it's called, vlog their experience and then got their camera taken away. That's real shitty. Gotta make that clear. Okay, so I think that's all the positives and negatives. What are my honest thoughts? This is fucking dumb. Like, this is so dumb. This just feels like the furry raiders went and made a con, and you know what? I wouldn't be shocked if some of the furry raiders are going to be at this con, because it seems like a perfect safe space for the offensive, the rude, the transphobic, the homophobic, and the, in my day, this slur word was completely a joke. And it just reeks of, wah, we're making our own event because you said we couldn't go to yours because we're shitty people. It just feels like all the OGs that got kicked out of the actual OG, scene for being racist, homophobic, genuinely shitty, trying to thrust Christian ideals down everyone's throats while we're just trying to be animals. It seems like that group got together and made a con in their city because they felt the we said that the Dwama Wamas wouldn't leave them alone. I want to vomit after saying that. Oh my god. Would I attend it? Oh my fucking god, no. Will I absolutely enjoy watching social media rip this apart? For some of the very valid reasons, and also because it's dumb, sure. At the very least for all the typos on the pages, because yikes guys, y'all really gotta proofread your shit. But anyways, that was a full breakdown of what the fuck is Free For All and a Woo Association. Let me check. Yep, Peace Wolf did tweet about that. Called it. Anyways, doodle.